Hello YouTube, it's Zycro. I'm on some pain pills for a medical condition. So I might be a little hoarse and a little foggy headed, but I'm bored because I can't go anywhere and no one's coming over to see me because I'm contagious. I have strep throat and I'm on Darvocets. I don't know. I think that's what they're called. I never take this stuff, but I needed it this time and it seems to be working pretty good. So I wanted to talk about the importance of religion in human societies. And I'm not talking about the validity of religious belief or whether there's an afterlife or anything at all. I'm just talking about the factual evidence for the importance of religion in human societies. Now, a lot of the biggest debate of religion on YouTube is between, I'd say, the new atheists and fundamental Christians. So the I'll kind of try to frame it in that context. And the mostly the new atheists, I'd say, would say that religion is simply the uh, appendix of human society. It's completely useless, and it should be cut off and thrown away. Uh, and I really don't think that's the case. And I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say that the United States is never going to lose its religious grounds, so to speak. And the reason being is because I don't think there's a lot of evidence for societies that have survived without religion as their raison d'etre, their reason for being. And I'm pretty sure history backs this statement up. Now, I've been doing some reading on this, so I don't think I'm smart enough to come up with this on my own. I should give attribution at some point. But if you Google, for example, the phrase religion evolution, you'll come up with a lot of links to books and studies on like the study of the evolution of religion and the role that religion has played in human societies. Um, anyway, for example, the most long-lasting statements, architectural statements uh, in the world, ironically, were made by the most primitive people, or the more primitive people, societies. I mean, the pyramids, Angkor Wat, Stonehenge, the things that are going to last after we as a race leave were made by the first people that put society together. And those things were made for religious reasons in almost all cases. I mean, the only other things I can think of are like Stonehenge, the Great Wall of China, and some of the cities, some of the ancient cities that were done in stone. But archaeologists, when they start digging, the first thing they find about an ancient people is who they worshipped. Excuse me. And without religion in human societies, we'd probably know nothing about our history as a race. I mean, it is ironic. I want to go back to the buildings. That today we can level entire mountains in West Virginia to get coal. I'm talking mountains of limestone to get to the coal veins. Yet we're not putting together anything like the pyramids. I mean, it costs too much and it's pointless. There's no societal impetus for expenditure on a monument to something like that. But in the dawn of human societies, of modern societies, it seemed like religion was the only thing that held that society together. Um, so it seems like religion is really, really important to the integrity of a society and the success of a society. I mean, put it this way. The Mormon Church outlasted the, the Soviet Union. I mean, the Soviet Union was born and expired within the lifespan of the Mormon Church, and the Mormon Church doesn't seem to have any end in sight. So it does seem that even though people can people can dismiss religious beliefs, I don't think anyone can dismiss the importance of religion as the glue that holds a society together. And I guess there were some studies done on like kibbutzes in Israel. The secular ones disband at a much greater rate than the religious ones. Um, and I don't think that is a statement at all that says that, say, for example, religious people are more selfless than irreligious people. I think that's a statement that the factor of religion in a society allows people to trust one another more and to essentially to sacrifice for one another more. And that just seems to be like a benefit that a religious society has over an irreligious society. And I think just to look at, say, for example, the the online debate between atheism and theism, you can look at the fact that, yeah, for example, there's many, many thousands of denominations of Christians, um, but they're much more cohesive than their opponents, uh, who are a collection of individuals with one idea, um, but it doesn't really go beyond that, it doesn't seem. And for example, just look at the attempts of atheists to come up with like a atheist symbol. I mean, there's like 700 or so symbols that have been proposed, and really it hasn't even gotten past the idea of, do we need a symbol at all or not? Because the entire idea is that we're not, following something. Um, so, I mean, when you think about the expenditure, uh, like uh, in proportion to that society's wealth, on things like things devoted to religious belief, it's unbelievable. Today we have zero. I say we have essentially zero expenditure as a people, in the United States as a people on religious things. Of course, we have freedom of religion, so we can do whatever we want. And trust me, I think that's the best way. I'm not someone who laments the past. Oh, I just wish we had a state religion or something insane like that. But I guess when you look in the past, you look at societies like the Chinese. They built essentially miniature nations for their dead emperors because they thought they became gods, and the Egyptians thought that their pharaohs became gods, so they built these unbelievable tombs, and maybe Stonehenge was a calendar, but I'm sure it had some religious significance as well. I mean, the sun itself is the source of most religious concepts. But what's America's legacy going to be? I mean, to be honest, I mean, there's not going to be much left. If all humans died today, there wouldn't be left much of New York City in 500 years. But I've got a pretty strong feeling that the pyramids would look almost exactly like they do today. Um, so I guess our legacy is going to be Mount Rushmore and the unfinished Crazy Horse Memorial, which is a lot better than Mount Rushmore anyway. But I guess there are plans underway to make a nuclear waste facility in Nevada, and on top of this facility, they're going to construct a very, very scary set of monuments. And this is presumably in the case that we have the downfall of civilization, that in the far future primitive people could come across this site and they'd be scared because they see these big scary things, and they wouldn't go in there and get radiation poisoning and kill off the remainder of the human race or whatever. But anyway, I'm rambling now, but I guess my point is, as far as the debate over whether there is any validity to religious belief is going to rage forever. But I think the debate over whether religion brings any benefit to a society or is important to a society is dead, because there is no debate there. Peace out.